Welcome along to this video walkthrough of our 2006 Willerby Richmond. It's a 28 by 12 two bed. It's got double glazing, gas central heating. It's priced at $9,995. Going to give you a quick look around, show the layout and the condition of the Caravan. So let's get on. So everything we do here is, so we do gas, water, electric testing on our Caravans, check them over, make sure everything's working, give a 3-month warranty from the date of delivery, and also do free delivery. We do an access check, make sure it's going to fit where you want it to go, and all those bits and pieces. So we can provide siting for an additional charge as well. So get in touch if you've got any questions around those sorts of things. But otherwise, you find me here in the living dining area, as you can see, where we've got recovered upholstery. So this dining and living area upholstery is being recovered in its time. I'd say in the last 2 to 3 years, definitely. There's a couple of marks, just smaller marks, well, actually just looking across it, really just in the dining area, just a little bit where obviously people have been eating, but really there's nothing. I don't think anyone would even spot it unless you're looking really close. So the seating's all pretty good. We've got vinyl flooring in this living dining area as well, and entrance area. So it's all grey around the front here, and then it does go to brown, a different vinyl through the hallway, but obviously it doesn't really matter. You can close that door off anyway. But as it stands, like I say, we've got this hard vinyl flooring in the front end. We've got gas fire opposite us there with some storage in and around it. These doors are, I think, have been replaced, so there's no delamination to these doors. There is some delamination to this fire top, so they've put like this wood edge on it to stop the edge going anymore. You can see there's a little bit of lifting from the top there, but as it is in place, it's okay. It's not falling apart or anything. As I say, those doors have been changed, so they're okay as well. The window space around the front is double glazed, of course, like I said earlier on, but good windows, nice amount of lateral light coming in. Got the fitted dining area, seating and everything as well, with the freestanding dining table and stools. I believe the kitchen doors have all been replaced as well, so that all just makes for an easier time of it, because there's no delamination to these. These are doors that would delaminate. Being a Willerby of this sort of age, they would delaminate and start to peel, but they've been replaced, so that's really good news. Don't have to worry about that. Got a gas oven, hob and grill as usual, and then obviously kitchen sink. There is some staining to a couple of areas of the worktop. You can just see kind of some light green marks, perhaps some staining or fading. Not sure what's caused it, but you can see there is a little bit of that on the top there. Gas central heated, so we have got a good sized radiator here just by the entrance area, and then of course we've got that gas fire serving slightly more into the living room area. We've then got an under counter fridge over here in the corner, again by the exterior door. That's a narrow fridge there, but you could have much wider. As you can see, you could also fit a much taller appliance in there if you wanted to take the additional shelves above the fridge out. So we've got this dividing door that separates off our living and dining areas from our bedroom areas, as you can see. And then you can see where that vinyl flooring goes from this grey to brown, and then we've got carpets in the bedroom. If we come to the back of the Caravan, to our main bedroom, we find our double bed. We've got a good enough sort of space around it as well. We've got storage to the sides and above. We've got a window on the rear of the Caravan. We've got some wardrobe space, and then we've got a gas central heated radiator here by my side. There's a door into the ensuite / bathroom there, so Jack and Jill, which I'll show you in a minute. But if we just lift up this bed, you can see it's got the original carpet underneath. Not quite, it is holding, just sometimes the mattress is a bit heavy for it, but you've got some underbed storage there, which is helpful to have. And then on the rear of the Caravan here, like I say, got that window for that natural light. Spinning around, show you the storage here. These doors have been replaced as well, actually, so these wardrobe doors are fine. They might have delaminated otherwise, but they're absolutely fine now, so that's nice. And then we've got some decent storage. Just to highlight down the bottom, I think this central heating's been added at some point. The wood block there on the bottom of the wardrobe is covering where a plinth heater would have been. So I think originally this probably had double glazing and electric plinth heaters, but it's been changed over to central heating, which means everything blocks over the spaces where the plinth heaters were. So just wanted to point that out. Carpet is okay, fraying around the edges a little bit. Certainly could stay as it is and does not require changing, but equally if you wanted to, then of course that would be an option. Coming out of the main bedroom and spinning immediately to my right, we get our twin room. Struggling to open the door then. 2 single beds as usual in the twin room. Overhead storage there. And then coming in and spinning round, we've then got our smaller wardrobe cupboard. Again with that blocked off plinth heater area at the top. And a gas radiator there, keeping our toes nice and warm. Nothing wrong with the mattresses. In quality wise, they're just a bit stained. I think sort of, you know, we could recover them. But that's just something to highlight. We do offer to recover mattresses. We can also replace them for new ones, but there is a cost to replace them for new because of the cost of them. They're a few £100 often, depending on the size, of course, but we do recover them, and we'll do that as part of the price if you wanted us to. Coming into the bathroom then, so this is the hallway door coming in here. We've then got that bedroom, master bedroom door on the left hand side as well. There's a radiator in here, although that has seen better days and is quite rusty and needs replacing, so we do that as part of the service. And then we've got toilet, sink and shower. Shower doesn't look that big in comparison to some more modern Caravans, but it does go quite far back, so like some Caravans it would be turned and you'd step in from the side and then it'd be a wider enclosure. This one's got a more narrow door. It does slide and concertina in the middle, but then the enclosure itself goes quite far back, as you can see. It's a decent enough size shower once you're in there. So nothing really wrong in here. We've got that brown vinyl, as say, matches the hallway and then goes onto the grey in the living area there. If you wanted to, we could always fit a little bit of carpet down in the living area just to keep your toes warm. That would be an option. On my left hand side here we've got our centrally heated boiler, which I think this is a new door on it as well. So delamination wise we're absolutely spot on. There's no problems at all because it's been previously all the doors inside have been changed, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's good news. So fairly good condition all round inside really. Nothing much to worry about. I'm going to jump outside now and I'll show you the exterior. Outside this Richmond then, it's a 2006, so getting on for 20 years old. But as we've seen the inside, you can refurbish them and they come up quite nice really. So coming down the front and on the offside, there's nothing much wrong with the panels down this side. I'm going to show you the chassis because it varies by side. So just to show you this side, we've got some surface rust and things, but fairly solid. There's no real damage or anything to the chassis. Just that there is some surface rust on there, with it being one that's been by the coast probably. Bit of damage to the rear corner trim on this end where we just need to replace that, but that is something we can do. Coming around the back, a couple of holes there. I think that is where they've had a regulator or something siliconed on. There's just a couple of little screw holes we need to fill. Nothing much wrong. Now the chassis is a bit different on this side, just to highlight that. Bit of a dent there from the door handle. So the chassis does need a bit of work on this side. As you can see, we've got an outrigger here that needs just a bit of a chop and some fixing, and then we've got one here as well. It could actually just be where they've had some decking fitted and they've screwed into it and fixed onto the outrigger, and that's then caused it to have a bit of damage. But on the whole, it's, whilst there's surface rust of course due to the age of it and it's not galvanised, so whilst there is some surface rust there, it's just the 2 or 3 outriggers along that side under the door which just need a bit of chopping on the ends and just a bit of replacement welding, which is part of what we will do. So that's all part of the process. So if you're not sure on anything, obviously try to be honest with the videos here and show you exactly how things are, and then also put your mind at ease and give you peace of mind about what we do. If you're not sure at all, please just ask the question and we can explain what's going on, or you can come and have a look and we can look at it together. More than happy to go through that with you. Anyway, this has been our 2006 Willerby Richmond. It's a 28 by 12. It's a 2-bed. It's got double glazing and gas central heating. It's priced at $9,995. If you've got any questions about what we do, want to pop along and have a look, please do reach out and come and see us. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Cheers.